Hello, okay. Let me just get everything started. First time doing a Facebook Live, so don't judge me. Okay, cool. So I'm Matt, I'm the soft tissue therapist at Bristol Physio. I'm an ultra runner myself, and I see a lot of endurance athletes such as runners and triathletes who are curious about strength and conditioning and whether they should be doing it. So I'm going to quickly cover what research says in regards to strength training in endurance athletes, and then I'll go through four quick scalable bodyweight exercises that we can do at home, which I guess gives a clue as to what the research says. Also, as a quick aside, England Athletics regards anything over 800 metres as an endurance sport. So even if you're just doing a couple of K around the park, congratulations, you're an endurance athlete. So in brief, there's more than 25 years worth of quality research in strength and conditioning, and every time it shows a benefit for performance for endurance athletes, whether you are a couch to 5K or a Ironman triathlete. And it's been shown to, this is where you can see I'm referring on a few notes, it's been shown to improve your exercise economy, improve lactate threshold, improve your max speed, reduce or delay your endurance fatigue. It doesn't increase your body mass, and it does reduce your likelihood of injury. So seems like a no-brainer, right? Add some strength and conditioning to make your running faster, easier, less tiring, and less prone to injury. Seems like a no-brainer, right? So that is in fact the case. There isn't a catch. This isn't an overnight transformation. You're looking at between 6 and 12 weeks of 2 to 3 times a week to build up a base. But the good news is once the race season starts again come autumn, your base that you've built up can be maintained by just one session a week. So the question is, how do we get started? We're stuck at home at the moment. So approaching this from a total novice perspective, someone who's perhaps not considered or not done strength and conditioning training before, then what we're going to do for the first couple of weeks is actually just build up that kind of neurological ability for the body to engage more of its muscle that it's already got. And then as we progress, we can reduce the number of reps and increase the load involved. So let's talk about the initial stuff we can do at home without too much hassle. The obvious caveat is that if you have any injuries or concerns about performing anything that I talk about today, obviously give us a call or an email. We can do an online consultation with you to provide some more specific advice or guidance for whatever's going on with you. And also warm up before you do some of these as well. Clearly I did that earlier. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is glute bridges. And you're thinking, I can do a glute bridge, I do them all the time in Pilates. Awesome. Hopefully you can still see it. Yeah, excellent. So what we're going to do is, for total beginners, a glute bridge, we start with 2 legs, and we're looking to go up to nice and parallel and come back down again. However, for these exercises, what I want you to do is I want you to take 5 seconds over the rep. So that's 2 seconds up, pause, 2 seconds down. If you can nail that, that feels far too easy, then we're going to go single leg. 2 seconds up, pause, 2 seconds down, and I want you to repeat that until you can no longer achieve either full height is, oh, I think I lost you. Failure is when we can no longer complete a good rep. Okay, so that's glute bridges. The next one is the single leg squat. So this isn't a balance exercise. So what you can do is you've got wall, chair, anything, use a finger just to balance yourself. What we're looking at here, single leg squat, we're going to go into a Superman position, and we're going to go down, and we're going to come back up again. But again, we're looking at a 5-second rep. So 2 seconds down, pause, and 2 seconds back up again. Again, we're looking for repetitions here where you can go full depth and complete with that 5-second duration. When you start losing one of those 2 aspects, that's where you stop. Okay? Right. Hamstring sliders. This is one of my favourite ones for progression because you can play around with it loads. If you're doing this at home, depending on your floor, you're either going to want a towel for a hard floor, or you're going to want some sort of slidey plastic thing like kids' plates, or a chopping board if you're working on carpet. Now I've just got essentially 2 plastic plates here that I'm going to use because I'm on the matting. So, hamstring sliders, we're going to get down into our glute bridge position, and then there's loads of progressions with these. So, put your towel or plates under your heels, bring yourself into the glute bridge position, and then part 1 is we simply spend 5 seconds sliding our heels away, nice and controlled. Then we can reset. Except mine don't slide. It's going to be fun later. And then we can go through the process again. So that is part 1. You can then increase that, the difficulty involved, by going out nice and slow, and then coming back in nice and slow, back up to the top. If you can go out and back with 2 legs, then you can start challenging yourself. Go out on 1 leg, reset, come back in. Go out on 1 leg and come back on 2 legs. There we go. These are far too grippy for this floor, as it turns out. Then your final one obviously would be to go out on 1 leg and back in. No, it's not sliding. There we go. Back in on a single leg. So they would be looking at your hamstrings. Again, you're looking for good reps. So failure here is when you can no longer go back up to full height, or you are struggling to maintain that 5-second repetition. Okay, and then everyone's favourite, the calf raise. It's everyone's favourite because they feel a bit dull, but they're really, really effective. And I promise you, if you do it as a nice 5-second rep, you'll feel it. So, again, for people who haven't done a lot of calf raises previously perhaps, then we're going to start with 2 legs. So I'm going to go a bit of a funny angle for you here. Again, it's not a balance exercise. Feel free to hold on to the wall or something. We're going to go off a step or a stack of books, and our start position is with our heels down low. We're then going to take 2 seconds to come up onto our tiptoes as high as we can go. We're going to pause, and we're going to slowly take 2 seconds to come back down to the start. That's 1 rep. So we're looking for 5-second reps again. Once you've nailed that, you're looking for single leg. Again, we start in the down position. We take 2 seconds to come up, we pause, and we take 2 seconds to go down. There are also variations within calf raises, just to approach 2 slightly different muscles. So you either do it with the straight knee, and that you're going to feel in the top part of your calf, or you can do the whole thing with a bent knee, and you're going to feel it working the bottom half of your calf. Again, you're looking for there to maintain a 5-second rep and to get to full height during your rep. When you can no longer do that, that is the end of, you have reached fatigue as far as we're measuring for today. So, let me just, yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. So, we're going to warm up, we're going to give all of those a go. You're looking at maybe 10 minutes of work. Then record your scores for each of those. Obviously, if you're doing single legs, you're going to do 1 leg and then the other. And then I recommend you do those workouts, use that as a workout for maybe twice a week for the next few weeks. And in a few weeks, compare your scores to today, and then be super chuffed that you've basically started your strength and conditioning journey to increase your capacity for running and also decrease your risk of injury. Obviously, if you have any questions at all, post them below this post or give us an email, give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to chat. I'm just going to check if I can actually read. No one has written any questions yet, so that's great. But if there are any, by all means, post them below and we'll respond as quickly as we can. And keep an eye out, we'll be doing a few more live videos, hopefully, as we go. So keep safe, look after yourselves, and do some S&C while you can. Cheers!